Hello, it is Danielle Mitchell, your up and coming queen of real estate, and thank you for joining me for today's and this week's Tuesday tip at 2. But look at my new graphic. Wanted to change it up a little bit. So of course, what I need you to do is right here, which is like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Please be sure to share. Let me get my hair together. Please be sure to share. Again, as I always say, if these are helping you, share. All right. So let's get started. I want to continue, like I said, the series on the Naca program. This week, I just want to talk about the pros and cons of the Naca program. Pros and cons of the Naca program. I touched on them last time a little bit, but I wanted to expound on them this week. Now, let's talk about the pros. All right. These pros I'm going through is pretty much a reiteration of what I talked about on my last NACA program. So if this is your first time seeing this, listen, I'll have something up here saying for you to refer to my other video that I did on the NACA program. Okay. So the pros, again, let's go through it. No down payment, no closing costs, no fees. It does not require the perfect credit, so you can have, what's coming to my mind is those commercials that said bad credit, no credit. So yes, you do not have to have great credit for this program. And also below market rate, which is even better than a FHA loan, which is a great federally funded program. This is even better than that because FHA goes by the market average, okay, the housing market average for the country. NACA will actually go below that. So say the average is, 3% interest rate. They'll be at 2.5 or even 2% interest rate, give or take, right? So they'll just be below that a lot of the times. Another thing you can do is that you can buy down your interest rate even more. So not only are you getting below market interest rate, you could actually put down money to buy down your interest rate even more. So that is fantastic. No down payment, no PMI. Can't forget that. No PMI. Okay. Great program for first-time homeowners. Okay, that means that you are not currently owning a home. PMI, again, private mortgage insurance. Private mortgage insurance is something that the mortgage company takes out on you in case you default on the loan. It protects them. So it's something that they take out on you to protect themselves, but you have to pay for it. Okay. And that PMI insurance comes with typically when you're paying 20% less for your down payment. Okay. Moving on. All right. So those are some of the pros of the fantastic NACA program. Another thing is that you can also, use this program for a rehab loan, for an income property. As long as you are living in the property, it can be utilized for that as well. Now, some of the cons. Some of the cons that can be a bit frustrating to some when thinking about this program is that it can take, I would say, the time. It takes some time to really get through this program. Okay. One of the reasons why it can take some time is because they're very much backed up, right? So now that everything has transitioned over to virtual, before it used to be you had to do it in person, but now it is virtual. But even with it being virtual, it can still take some time to get to the workshop portion, which is the first thing you have to do in order to qualify, as well as getting to your one-on-one counseling session, which is the secondary thing that you need to do to qualify, to see if you are qualified. Okay. So that time frame can be some time. I actually went through it because I wanted to learn about NACA. I actually was going to see about doing it for myself. I found another avenue, but I did do the initial home buyer workshop. I did do the one-on-one counseling. They do get all up in your business, okay? They have you fill out all of your, which can be annoying for some people, right? To have to do the budget and have to provide all the paperwork, which you do have to do for a loan anyway. It's just not as in depth. Sorry. So, like I said, the process can just take a bit more time. Okay. Another thing that makes it take more time is that they want you to save your reserves, right? So if you say your rental amount right now is $1,200, right? And maybe you're looking to get a mortgage that is $1,500. They want to see that for 3 months you are able to save to pay your to pay your current rent, which is $1,200, and also save an additional $300 per month for at least 3 months. Okay, it doesn't matter if you have savings. They want this on top of whatever you're currently saving. So they want to make sure that you're able to commit and pay on that mortgage that you're looking to get. So like I said, if you're looking for a $1,500 mortgage, you're paying currently $1,200. They want to see that, hey, you're able to save an additional $300 on top of what you're already doing. Okay. So again, that's going to be at least 3 months. Okay. So the other thing is NACA does not service everywhere. Now, I'm in Philadelphia. I'm a PA realtor. Fortunately, they do service Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So that's okay if you're local. They do service, I believe, Jersey as well. I believe Delaware. So I think they service at least 30 out of the 50 states. There is a purchase limit. Okay. Depending on what area you have, your either 510, 400 or 765,000. So around there, around those numbers. Also, it is an ongoing commitment. You number one, you have to pay a membership fee of $25, and as well as doing volunteer work. You have to do volunteer work. Okay. Volunteer work is an ongoing commitment. I forget how many hours that you have to volunteer, but you have to do something along the lines of the workshops, things of that nature. They have various, because they're very much, they're called they're called Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America. So they're very much in the community. They make sure that you're registered to vote, all that good stuff. Okay. Also, there are no closing costs, but you have to be aware of some of the prepaid costs that you're going to need to pay, which is your earnest money deposit, which is your appraisal, which is your inspection, which is your, you have to pay, those are the upfront costs. Other things you have to be aware of is your home insurance. You have to pay that. Your title insurance, I hear is something that you're supposed to pay, and as well as taxes is another thing that you have to pay, those taxes. So even though they pay closing costs, there are still some money that you have to have saved. As I said before, you have to have saved some money so you can pay certain other costs that just comes with purchasing a home. Okay. So all in all, this is a fantastic program. But again, I have to make sure that you guys are aware of the pros and the cons of going through with this particular program. Also, this has to be, it has to be owner occupied. So you cannot just, like I said before, it's for first time home buyers. You have to live in a property. If it's an investment property, all of that. Okay. There was one more thing that I wanted to say. Upfront costs, all that good stuff. So yeah, so just be mindful that this process may take a bit longer to go through, possibly from anywhere from 3 to 6 months. Um, some people, I've heard from other realtors that, it could be a struggle as far as customer service and just getting things done in a timely manner. But of course, like I said, you can come in on the other side, definitely um, spending less money to get your home, as well as getting an excellent, fantastic interest rate. So you have to weigh what is important to you and what are your deal breakers. What is of value to you? Is it a value to go through the process, have to deal with all of that, and then come in on the other side, saving some money in your pocket, or somewhere else? The numbers still, even with the things that you need to pay, are still unbeatable as far as what your monthly mortgage will be, how much money you have to come out to secure your house. All right, that is all for today's and this week's Tuesday Tip for Two. I have a lot going on in the house on today. For some reason, on a Tuesday, everybody wants to be very rowdy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go and leave you with the fact that, listen, you can go ahead, I believe it's down here. You can go ahead and schedule your consultation at djmrealtyco.com. book.djmrealtyco.com. Again, book.djmrealtyco. And I can help you go through this program, answer questions about this program, or there are definitely other programs that I can help you with. All right. So if you're ready to sell your home, listen, it is March, tax season, spring is upon us. So let's get ready to rock and roll. Thank you again so much. And I will talk to you soon. Remember, there is no place like home, no place like home buying. And I'll see you next time. Bye.